So, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Tuesday, November 23rd, and it was perfect timing. We had just the right number of words for an hour, starting with consequences. And the "siz" at the end is really a Z, but it doesn't have to be a perfect Z. Consequences. You kind of can stop your voicing early. Consequences. Inquisitive. Inquisitive. Presbyterian. Presbyterian. Integrity. Integrity. And then we have three words that sound similar but have big difference in meaning. Coke with an O, cock with an A, and cook with an Sauce with an A. So it's the same A as hot, hot sauce. I put a picture here of a nickname for the sriracha can also be cock sauce. Um, isolationism. Isolationism. Advantage with a T or no T, advantage. Advantage or advantage. Same thing, disadvantage or disadvantage. Burglar. It's like burger, but with a GL. Burglar. So it looks like UR and it looks like AR, but they both sound like ER. Burglar. Cereal, whether it's the type you eat or a sequence, cereal. Autopsy. Autopsy. Noah. The AH is not stressed, so Americans will change that to Noah. Blindly. You don't have to make the D because the N, the D, and the L are all made in the same place. Your tongue is behind your top teeth. So once you put it there for the N, blindly, then you just finish with the L, skip the D, blindly. Upward. This looks like AR, but sounds like ER. Upward. Antiseptic. Antiseptic. And this ANTI can be pronounced multiple ways. Anna, anta, anti, ani. So I put Anna because that's the most simplified, not pronouncing the T and changing the I to the schwa, Anna. All of these have different spellings, but they sound exactly the same. So, saw, ah, seesaw, teeter totter. I forgot to put a link to those pictures. I'll put that in later. Raphael is what the dictionary said. Raphael. I've always heard it Raphael and Raphael. So Merriam-Webster says Raphael. Appointment. Don't pronounce the T's in the middle or at the end. Just hold it in the T position. Appointment. Suburb is the noun. I live in a suburb. And suburban is the adjective. I live in a suburban area, which looks a lot like the car brand Subaru. The BA changes to B because it's not stressed, so Subaru. And then we talked about other car brands. Hyundai, it's Hy. So you're starting with your tongue in the Y position, and then you make airflow for the H. Hy. Hyun. It's not I know it's not the perfect Korean pronunciation, but that's as close as Americans get with that pronunciation. If you don't start your tongue in the Y position, it will sound like more like Honda, which is the ah, but there's no sliding of the Y. So Hyundai, Honda, Domino's, Domino's, and pizza sounds like pizza, which makes me think of pizza nice guy. Out of town. Ouda. Out of town. And we have Pizza Hut. So you can think of it as pizza nice guy, but Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Um, the little symbol VS is abbreviation for VERSUS, which is versus, which means against. It's also the same pronunciation of VERSES, which is part of a song, verses. OZ is an abbreviation for ounce, which I put OW because I usually put AU for ow, but when I did that, it looked exactly like aunts or ants, but I wanted you to think ow. So ounce and plural ounces. Very specific degree, 33.8 degrees. 33.8 degrees. I'm not pronouncing I don't release my T. I should put a little mark there because it's right next to the D and it's in the same place. 38 degrees. No T here, just ointment. Oint. And the tongue goes up and you hold it there and just close your lips for the M. Ointment. This is a word from French, so the E here sounds like A. Seance. Seance. And this could be spelled like this. It could be a person's name. And it could also be spelled like this, like St. Louis. Louis. But the name Louis can also be Louis. Graduating. Graduating. Malevolent. Malevolent. And the name Sean can be spelled either way, but they sound the same. Sean with an ah. All right, that's it. Thank you for coming if you could. And if not, I hope you can join us another Tuesday. Mondays at 6 and Tuesdays at noon Eastern Time is pronunciation. And Wednesdays at 6 Eastern Time is intonation practice. So thanks for coming. I hope to see you again.